Hello, everybody. This is Rambo, and I unedited. What you see is what you get, and I'm sorry for you guys who clicked on the video. I posted one up before, and hey, it was the most awesome video you would have ever seen. I had my chart candles glowing in 3 dimension and all kinds of stuff. It was awesome. But unfortunately, I forgot to turn my mic on. It was muted. And so I did a nice, awesome video that now I have to remake. So I'm very sorry about that, guys. Oh boy. But with that said, what a awesome day it was today for a lot of the moon market picks, and uh, I just like right off the bat to invite you to come over to Moon Market's Discord. It's just a great family there. We make fun of each other and ourselves, just like what I just did here. And I'm sure I won't hear the end of it tomorrow, but it'll be a fun day. So come on in, join us, and we'll grow and make money together and keep each other from losing profits. Right off the bat here, we got NAKD. Uh, really good upswing here. A nice little groove going forward. We're going into now some upward resistance trend lines here. At the first one is going to be pretty soon at 0.8619. If we could get above that, we're looking at trying to get above the $1. I'm sorry, $1. The $1 mark, and that would be the positive one deviation. If somehow we could get above that area right here, then things are really looking up. We could be testing this upward area right here. NAKD is looking really strong on the daily. On the 15-minute chart, it's just incredibly strong. We have just a nice low here, move up, consolidation here, move up, consolidation here. Now we do have a little rounded top, so we have to be careful of tomorrow, but let's see if we could stay above that upward trend line that is about 0.87-ish area, and see if we could continue upward tomorrow. NAKD on the weekly here. If you notice, we it's not exactly beginning of a cup and handle here, but we did break these big downward resistance trend lines also, and things are looking upward. Cup and handle, there's a little bump here. I'd like really nice and flat, nice coming down here, and then nice coming up here, but it's still looking really strong. So there's a bearish stop loss here at $2.19. That's the target to look at in the long run with NAKD, but overall it's looking really good. Next is ILUS here on the weekly chart. Again, we're in the sell zone here. We're pushing the limits. We need a break. I know you guys don't like to see the stock go down, but come on, it just does not go down. We had a nice bump up here, and we came down to around a 75% retracement. I don't expect that here. I think ILUS and a lot of the big OTC stocks, the bigger ones, are running a little early. So that is a good sign. I think we will kind of cool off a little bit, but then come up a little bit. And I think a lot of these stocks are going to be the big runners here in the fourth quarter and the first quarter. That's my opinion. I'm not a professional advisor or anything like that. Just an old man sitting in the corner looking at charts. But with that said, ILUS is looking really strong on the weekly. The same thing on the daily chart. We should get back. It would be really nice if we had a retracement back down to the 0.29 area. I know that's a lot, but if you look at this run right here, it's not even halfway down. That would be a 50% retracement. Now, that means you guys, that's 50%. Um, but guys, 849%. 849%. What else do you want? You guys should be, seriously thinking about taking some profits here. Um, we, Fibonacci, you come up here, a really good retracement off of a move. I don't care if it's on the daily chart, if it's on the minute chart. You have a run like this, you better anticipate a retracement. And that's a good thing overall for the stock. If you want it to run higher, if you want this to go to 70, 80, 90 cents a dollar in the next month, okay, well, guess what? It's going to be back down here in around a month and a half, okay? Because it's so dead tired. It can't punch back. The bears can come in and slam it down. Everyone's going to see a couple big moves down. Then everyone's going to start selling off, and then that's what creates that. If we have a nice 45-degree retracement down a little bit, and that will give us some rest to where then we can continue upward, and that's what we want. We don't want to be to a dollar next week, and then in 2 weeks we're down here. We want a nice steady growth. That's the way that you get the prices way up there. No pump and dumps. But ILUS is looking really strong right now. On the 15-minute chart, we're looking pretty good. We do have this is a new harmonic indicator that I have. I'll be discussing that in one of my in my indicator series here coming up pretty soon. It's looking very promising. Right now it's indicating, and with the wolf wedge right here, even though it's a really bad one, it does see a slight pullback, which is really good. Their target to come down here is for the wolf wedge is 0.3612 before then it really takes off. So that's what that's indicating. So ILUS is looking like it should have a little cool off and then another big run forward. So ILUS looking very good. CYBL, again, another really strong chart. Looks just like ILUS. It's just taken off. Broken record. It needs to take a rest so we could keep going onward. On the weekly chart, same thing. We're in a sell area here. We have a little gap here, even though we have a topping tail. It's still, I consider, somewhat of a gap. So we could be seeing a retracement here, or what do I know? That this could just continue, can continue to go crazy too. But there's a harmonic here. It's red. That means it's bearish. It has hit its optimum price target for its run, and its target is 0.0449. So we definitely could be seeing a downtrend, but if you just strictly go by the candles, it could continue an upward run, believe it or not. So CYBL, again, still looking really strong. CEI, another unbelievable runner here on the 15-minute chart. Is just nonstop. We have a little reversal here, just like here and here. It's just making a run, a little rest, run, rest. It's just had an incredible week. On the daily chart, again, we're just way up here. 99.9% of the time it doesn't hold. It didn't hold here. It held here. So we'll see what happens. I'm so concerned about this gap right here. We are, again, way above the deviation area. So that is not really concerned, because I'm not afraid of, just as long as we have a nice pullback. We don't want to see a parabolic downward resistance on the weekly chart. It looks like, again, this can repaint. If it keeps going up, this will all disappear. But right now we are in a wolf wedge, and we're starting the fourth wave, which could continue downward. But it's a bullish wolf wedge. So this right here, the fourth wave, is setting up what they call the bear trap. The bears start shorting, selling, and then boom, we have a target price on the wolf wedge at $3.40. So we'll take a look at that. Me personally on CEI, I made some money, got out, and now I'm waiting for the big run. I'm literally, I'm not gonna even think about getting in until it hits the 327 mark, where I think, look at that, there's no resistance right there. So I think this is prime area to get ready for a big leg up on CEI. LGBS, it's continuing, and not only continuing down the trend line, it's breaking away from the downward trend resistance line, which is a concern. We're getting into a buy area here, but I'm concerned about this flat area right here, and then we have the downward trend that is forming what we call a descending triangle. It's not a wedge, it's a triangle, because this is flat, and the price darn near always goes to the flat side on this. It breaks downward. So I'm looking at LGBS to continue to go downward here on the weekly chart. And we could test a 007 area, or maybe down to 0057 on the weekly. On the daily chart here, same thing. We have the support right here, but we are breaking away from the trend. So we could maybe be getting down to maybe testing the bottom -1 deviation, which is great. I would love that, because then I could easily buy in once it starts to bounce off of that and make us move back up to the +1 deviation like it did before. Just like down here, it went from yellow to yellow, went above the yellow, and went above the yellow here too. So that's definitely something to look forward to, actually, is getting the stock down here. If you're in it, and you held through all this, shame on you. Should have been out up here and just waited back here. I bought in here. I literally got out right here, and now I'm just very, very comfortably waiting for this to come to Papa and come on back down here to buy back in and make some more money on LGBS. Another one here, one of our plays in the Discord, what we're doing is a lot of the guys, we're all getting together, and we're doing a really basic fundamental to try to help the young traders. Strategy is the crossover strategy, and this one just happens to be one that's not necessarily on our list, but it is one that Moon Market called the ENG. And if you notice, the 20-day is just about getting ready to cross over the 50. We do have a nice hook right here. I am in this one from, I think, $2.03 or so, something like that. We did have close to a bounce down by the 1 deviation, and it looks like if we could break this area right here at about 295. We did test it today and came back down, but tomorrow, if we have a positive day, this one is looking really, really nice. If we could get hopefully above the $3.66 range, which is about right here. The ultimate high here is $3.88. If it would manage to get above that, we could easily get to this area up here at around 509, and maybe even press onward with that. So ENG is looking really, really, really strong. We do have a harmonic pattern setting up here also. Is looking like it would be really good to see the optimum price area would be right here at 257 before we make a really strong upward move to the upside here. So even on the 5-day 15-minute mark, our 5-day 15-minute chart is looking like we are working our way upwards. So if you're not in it and interested in it, I would take a look at tomorrow. Again, I think we are going to have maybe a little pullback, maybe at the very beginning of the day, or maybe it pops up and then comes back down in this area or something like that. Or if we get a perfect harmonic here, it will eventually work its way down here with the retracement before really taking off from there. So ENG is looking also very, very good. If you guys like my videos, even the ones that I post with no sound to them, please give me a subscribe, a like. I'd greatly, greatly appreciate it. I'm getting a lot more indicators that Paul from Fun with ThinkScript has very graciously given me, and I'm going to be looking at those, investigating them, and reviewing them, and using them, and we will be going over what they are, how you use them, the strategies behind them, and looking very, very forward to doing that. But it takes a lot of study to really dig into them to where I will feel comfortable with being able to show those with some kind of professionalism as much as I can muster, and give those out to you guys also. I'm going to be trying to do that series, putting out videos on the indicators on Saturdays. So we'll wait and see. I'm still just kind of testing that out also, and getting out the chart videos during the week. With that said, I hope you guys had just an awesome weekend. I hope you guys made money today, and here's looking at making money for us tomorrow and being green. You guys take care. Have a good night.